You know, we didn't have a thing in our apartment, so-called apartment.
Mm-hmm.
There's no chair, no table. The only thing we can do is tell my mom, you know, I said, Mom, sit down someplace. And the only thing that she can sit down is the cot. And there again, you know, I was thinking, gee, it was my mom. Well, she had no place to sit down. There again, I started thinking about what I told my dad. You know, I said, don't worry, I'll take care of Mom. And here again, there's nothing I can do. I have no tools, no nothing to do anything for Mom. That's when I wanted to go out and get some scrap. There had to be scrap woods around there. They were building. I wanted to go out and find some scrap wood and make some chair for Mom. You know, there was a scrap woods about 10 feet high. And I can see the scrap woods over there, you know, the tree was going with all that. I can make tables and chairs for Mom. And that's when I saw this MP guy, so I asked him, hey, can one go over there and get some scrap woods? And the guy said, sure. So that's why I went over to the scrap pile, and I was getting some scraps. And then I heard somebody yelling at me, calling me. So I looked up, and it was this MP. And he was going like this to me, you know. So I had the scrap wood in my arm, and when he went like this, beckoned to me, so I started walking towards him, and must have been I'd say 30 feet, maybe, all right, maybe 40 feet. All of a sudden I see this guy here lowering his rifle and aiming at me. And I thought, what the hell is he doing, you know? And that's when I heard it go off. And I had my leather jacket, my t-shirt, that's all I had, t-shirt. And evidently the impact, I must have fallen on impact. Now I found myself picking myself up. Well, as soon as I heard the gun go off, I felt things going through my body, like hot iron rod running through me. And when I started picking myself up, then that's when I realized, my God, I was full of blood. I thought, oh my God, I've been shot. So when I picked myself up and then I started running, and I remember telling him that's a very cowardly act that you just did. Like I said, these are the very things that can happen if and when should anything like this ever happens again. It could happen to another young kid. And they'll try to blame it on his own doing. If it wasn't for the fact that mom didn't have a table nor a chair, I would not have gone looking around for scrap wood. Number one. You know, this is something. You know, your mother. Your mother not having a chair to sit down on for a kid that promises, Dad, I'll look after Mom. Don't worry. This is the desire of a kid who wants to take the responsibility of his dad in his places of his dad. And then there's no chair, no table. That hurts the kid. Deep in here, you know.